Good evening, YouTube. Austin Trench coming at you with another toy review. Today I have the Mattel DC Multiverse Justice League toy line. As you know, Zack Snyder / Joss Whedon's movie Justice League is coming out in November, and already they've premiered the toys. As you can see, I have Cyborg and the Flash. Now, I know these designs are controversial, which I will get to when I start getting the figures out, but so far, from what I see, it looks good. I like on the packaging, it shows Ray Fisher as Cyborg and Ezra Miller as the Flash, and they both match their characters well, and I know some people who think that they're not funny, nor are they talented. Well, I'm giving them a chance because I love Zack Snyder stuff, I love the cast that they chose, and I just want to have a good time in the movie theater. On the boxes, you can see that they have photos of their actors, as I said before, and on the back they both say that they combined into the series bad guy Steppenwolf, which I kinda dig, even though he looks like an H.R. Giger nightmare. As you can see, it has this right here, Superman on each one of them, figure 2, whatever. I don't like the fact that in the Justice League toy line, they released the armored suit Batman rather than the original toy Batman that we saw at Comic-Con, but that's just me. You got the Flash, you got Aquaman. It's gonna be difficult when I have to get that toy. Alright, here he is out of the box, the DC Multiverse Cyborg. And I gotta say, they did an amazing job. It stands at 6 inches in height, it has rotational hips, has a fully, not 360, sort of pivots on right there, and it can even do this right there for 360 as well. It has fully movable feet, it has replaceable hands, but we'll get to that later. But you can spin these 360, the head, you can't barely make it 360, but it's incredible the amount of detail that they put into this figure. And by the way, I wanted to point this out. Do you notice that the feet and hands look familiar? Like how Victor Stone has the feet of RoboCop and the hand of a Terminator? Well, I guess that explains the cameo by Jordan Moten as Silas Stone, Cyborg's father. What's with Joe and using cybernetics from another planet? In terms of paint, you can see that they went out of their way for this one. The silver is spray brushed perfectly on this. And up front you can tell that the red right here has this sort of vibrant look to it. It almost looks like it's glowing, reflecting off the steel. You could see right here that that they painted some of the steel to look reddish silver metallic, which is actually really cool. It really makes it feel like, yeah, he's made of a mother box, and what's inside of him is just reacting like a human reactor, and that's what makes this awesome. There aren't any paint applications I have a problem with, which is a first for the DC Multiverse toy. As for accessories, he only comes with one other than the build-all figure parts. This comes with Cyborg's trusted hand cannon. Hopefully this will make you scream booyah. Booyah! Probably more than Ray Fisher actually will in the movie. Still have my fingers crossed for a surprise. The detail on it is fantastic. You can tell they went out of their way to make this actually good. You can see right here if you rotate it, and by the way, you can put it on the other hands too, which makes it a lot more fun and it's interchangeable. Although you do have to keep it like this because it has this sort of kind of bayonet look on it. But I like that, and it's fine. You can have it facing any way you wish. It doesn't really affect the figure that much. Although I do think that it was intended for this side, but this hand is also detachable. So yeah, you could just put that right there. Now we come to the additional accessories for the build-all figure version of Steppenwolf. Now I'm not a fan of the build-all figures unless it's a Megazord, because that actually makes sense to do. But now they're just, you know, remaking villains such as Doomsday, Clayface, which hasn't been released yet, but the Doomsday one has. I am kind of a fan of what Steppenwolf looks like, although I wish we got more tastes of what Darkseid would look like, and, you know, that's just me. The accessories are an arm and his little axe/sai. I like it. It has a H.R. Giger design to it, which I love about Zack Snyder's DCEU thing, where it really takes inspiration from Ridley Scott. Heck, Batman's theme sounds like the Alien theme. So yeah, the sculpt looks great and all, but there is a problem with it. It took me forever just to get the sai into the hand because the hand, when you first get it, is very well clenched, meaning it's hard to insert something in there. You can't even move this back. The paint has literally fused with the plastic, making this part completely useless. It can't even go up or down without fear of breaking it, so yeah. So in conclusion, the Cyborg figure has great sculpting, great articulation, great paint application, and great accessories to it, but its build-all figure accessories completely suck. That's why. And now we come to everyone's favorite Scarlet Speeder, the Flash. Played by Ezra Miller, playing the classic Barry Allen one instead of the original Wally West one. Because that show was popular, so they're ripping off the show. Hence why Barry Allen's dad's in jail and part of the Justice League trailer. The figure is absolutely fantastic. I love all the details with it, minus the silver. It does look a little bit chipped here and there, which, to be fair, these things are small. It really brings this homemade suit to it. Barry had to construct all of this from scratch, stealing it from NASA. As you can see, turning it around right here, it absolutely captures the character of the Flash. It truly does, like, especially the face and the right here, which we will get to in the up-close look, and the detail is absolutely fantastic in every single pore of the figure as well. You can even see a little bit of that in the shoe, which is a problem, but nah. You can rotate the legs like this, like so. You can bend it right there. It doesn't bend all the way for some reason, but nah. The arms are okay, but for some reason you cannot bend the arms fully like any of the other DCEU figures, especially when you wanted to do running, where that just looks super awkward. Up close, Barry Allen's The Flash looks incredible, as I said before. I love the detail in the crest the most on his chest. It really has that sort of, ooh, I want to be a superhero like Superman thing, so he made his own sort of suit as a bit of a tribute to him, as well as it references his powers. Now, keep in mind, this Barry Allen's Flash speed is blue rather than the one we see in the TV show, which is just yellowish red. What I like to point out about this figure is its sculpt is phenomenal in the face area too. Although you can tell there's some paint chipping away for some reason, which is not good. I do like the sculpt on the head right there. It's not really missing any detail that you see from the outfit from the movie at all, which I have to give this thing commends for keeping true to the movie's likeness. But I really wish they improved a little bit, especially since the lip coloring right here is actually very well done, and I'm amazed that DC is starting to do that now. Heck, Marvel is doing it too. Oh yeah, just to let you know, this thing comes with an attachment for the Steppenwolf figure, but I really don't care about that, so yeah. So in conclusion, the Cyborg and Flash figures offer great variety of posability and paint application. Though Cyborg's figure is much better, but I do like how the Flash looks in terms of sculpting. Each have their own particular sculpts that you'll fall in love with or absolutely hate. That's why I'm giving Cyborg a 10 out of 10 and Flash a 9 out of 10. Just to let you guys know, I am excited for their movie together, especially with them being on the Justice League and Cyborg and Flash teaming up for their own solo movies. Let's just hope it doesn't end up like Teen Titans Go, where they start singing about pie. So yeah, with that said, that's all the time I have for this review. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.